Hello, everybody. How's it going on this beautiful day? Well, at least here in New Mexico, it's a beautiful day. Um, Yay. Let's get started. So just remember, really easy. Just use your hands to run the process on the earth or run it with your whole body, however it works for you, whatever works for you. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poolvats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poolvats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poolvats, and beyonds. And thank you all for being here. And I just realized I put a kettle with water on the stove, so maybe I should shut that off. So just keep running the process. I will be right back. That was a third. Ah. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poolvats, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. And what would it take to have even more of this process running? Intensify the energy. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poolvats, and beyonds. And yes, this process is for the earth. It is about changing the desertification process on our planet. And please don't come to conclusion about what that means. It's just been pretty loud that our soils are requiring some assistance, and even soils in lush green places, wherever we have been farming, gardening, turning the soil pretty much. Not just deforestation, but actually turning the soil. Or overgrazing. So everything that is times a gazillion. Let's just join on creative, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, pulvets, and beyonds. And if you haven't yet, please check out that TED Talk by Alan Savory. The interesting part is really using nature and the animals to generate healthy soils. Because also here on my property in New Mexico, there was overgrazing a long time ago. There has been basically cow herding here for a long time. And then in the last 25 years, there haven't been any cows on the property, and yet the property has not recovered. So just letting the soil rest actually isn't working, and that's what they have seen in Africa too. Just removing the animals isn't working, and so they started with a whole different way of grazing and moving animals and mimicking nature, believe that or not. And it's actually working. So everything that is times a gazillion. Will you just join on creative, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, puvets, and beyonds. And the link to the landing page that I'm posting every single solitary time leads you to the TED Talk with Alan Savory. There's a whole page. Also, if you're interested, please click on that little part where I actually had some goats grazing and sheep grazing on my property this year to see the contribution that the animal impact might have. So everything that is times a gazillion. Let's just join on creative, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, pulvets, and beyonds. But one thing that actually has been known for a long time, and Tim Bothams in Australia has talked about it for many years, is that animals actually, through their saliva, through their breath, and through just walking across the land grazing, are actually contributing to grass growing. What? So it's just overgrazing, meaning like leaving the animals in the same spot forever doesn't work. So we have to look at different practices, and still please not coming to conclusion about saying this is the only way, the right way. So everything that is, let's just join on creative, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, puvets, and beyonds. And let's run the process. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, puvets, and beyonds. So ruminants are not the culprit. Please, let's not come to conclusion. It's not about removing all these animals from the land, but it is about having other grazing tactics. There's a lot of cool stuff around that. You can check out Carbon Cowboys. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, pulvets, and beyonds. There's a lot of farmers out there that are actually creating a totally different way of farming with the soil, with the earth. No more tilling, no more turning the soil, keeping coverage on the soil at all times, and having amazing success stories with that. The funny thing about all that is the neighbors that see their properties flourishing still don't go, "What are you doing? Maybe I should do that too." "No, you're doing something strange. I'm not gonna change my ways." Everything that is times a gazillion, weird, destroyed, uncreated, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. What would it take for mankind to embrace change with greater ease? Recognize when the things that we have been doing, even though it's been thousands of years, don't mean that they're the right way to do it. Everything that is times a gazillion, we just try on creative, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. Just because we have been turning the soil forever does really not mean that this is the best way to farm. Please, let's embrace information, awareness, and possibility. All I'm saying is just because it's been done forever, again, does not mean it's right. So all the presumptive realities about farming, can we please destroy and uncreate it? Times a gazillion, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. And please intensify the process again. And please receive from the earth's desires to gift to us. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. Thank you all for being here, really. This has been a highlight every day. What else is possible? What can we generate with the energy we're being? What possibilities can we create? And everything that doesn't allow that, let's just try and uncreate it, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. And one more time, please step it up. Elimination and eradication of the microbiotic desertification of dermis, and the actualization of the microbiotic generative dermis for body and earth. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, perverts, and beyonds. And please keep being this energy beyond this broadcast. And I will see you again tomorrow. And tomorrow is going to be in the afternoon in America, so a little bit later. Cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you tomorrow.